Aquarius, welcome back to Spiritual Influential Tarot. This is your weekly general reading for your sun, moon, and rising. Please take what resonates with you and allow the other Aquarius to receive the rest, please. Thank you. With that being said, Spirit, may I please have 7 cards for Aquarius. We are starting off with the Knight of Cups, followed by the Tower, followed by the Emperor, followed by the Moon card, followed by the Lovers, followed by the 5 of Swords, and last with the King of Cups. Wow. Well, Aquarius, I see that things are getting better. Okay? Things are moving along. And I am seeing here that I'm seeing that you have learned from a certain mistake here. That's what it's telling me, okay? Sometimes things have to fall in order for them to be rebuilt, okay? Just gonna start off there. But we're gonna go, let's go into your oracle cards for guidance and wisdom on this reading. And we have here you have a new moon in Taurus. This is coming from your higher self. As the oracle says, prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead. You also have a new moon in Gemini. And the oracle says, communication is the key. Excuse me. Let's get one card from your angel numbers, as well as one card from the Spirit to bring you a spiritual message at the end of this reading, to bring you comfort at the end of this reading. You know, when I took out these cards, Aquarius, it's very easy to say what I'm going to say, but it's, you know, it's, like, what I'm trying to say is that, you know how people say certain things and you say, well, that's easy to say. You know what I mean? You know, it's always easy to say something, okay? But what I want to say to you is to trust your blessings, okay? Trust the process, you know? And that's what I mean, that it's easy to say that, okay? You know, better than to see it, right? Okay? But as the oracle says, prosperity lies ahead because communication is the key. And it is the key to all things in all reality, you know? You have to find, you know, balance. We're starting off here with the Knight of Cups, okay? And when the Knight of Cups, and I look at the Knight of Cups, what it's showing me is that he's the only knight in the entire tarot that is just galloping, okay? All right? And he has to plant his seeds. Very calm, okay? The Knight of Cups is around, you know, it's showing me the, like you're charming, okay? Showing me that you are romantic, artistic, imaginative, okay? You know, it's the following of your heart, okay? Sometimes, you know, it's the only way that we can take action is by following our heart, even though it can even go wrong sometimes, okay? But this is an attraction card, all right? All right? This is an attraction card that is leading you, okay? Due to you maybe even being, if you already have a partner, then it's the love that allows you to continue on moving forward, okay? Meaning as a whole, if that makes any sense to what I'm trying to start off with. It is being followed here by the Tower card. And that's the reason why I said sometimes things have to fall apart in order for them to be rebuilt again, you know? The good thing about this card is that this is it's letting me know that this is a sudden, unforeseen change in your life, okay? Okay? And if it's not happening already, it's about to, because this is coming right out of your present, okay? The good thing about the Tower is that a lot of people see it as a devastating card because everything is falling apart. But in all reality, it's all about liberation. The Tower card speaks about liberation, you know, revelation, okay, or even spiritual awakening, okay? Sometimes we doubt certain things and all of a sudden we say, wait, that person said that, or that spiritual guidance said that, or I saw this in a dream and I didn't pay attention to it, you know? Because this card speaks about what every tarot reader says, you know, the world is crashing down, okay? Like it feels like the world is crashing down, like before your eyes, right? But the good thing is that it opens doors towards new opportunities, okay, that are coming in your direction, okay? But I suggest that for now, stay where you are, okay, until those opportunities present themselves. Sometimes we just have to go with the flow instead of trying to go against the current, okay? It is being followed here too by the Emperor card. And one thing I always say, notice that he has his battle armor under his garment, which means that he is ready to move forward at a split second. He's ready to start, you know, fighting, okay? And when the Emperor card shows up, I always say right away that if you do have a special loved one in your life, then it wouldn't resonate with you. But if you don't, then it means that the Emperor is missing in your life. And if you are if you are a female, if you are a male, then the Empress is missing in your life, meaning the energy of a man or the energy of a woman, okay? And this speaks about, you know, that there is stability and security in your life, okay? You know, you are on top of the things and everything that you may feel that is under your control, okay? But the good thing about this card is that it tells me that due to your hard work and your discipline, it's what shows the self-control, okay, that brought you this far, all right? It's good what you have done because the boundaries that you have set has brought you this far, okay? With that being said, Aquarius, if so far you are enjoying this reading, can I ask you to please hit that like button for me so that you don't miss out on the opportunity of hitting that like button, because it would truly help out my channel. And hey, it doesn't cost you anything, right? With that being said, it is being followed here Well, thank you very much anyway. But if it's by being followed here by the moon card, and when it comes to the moon card, this speaks about, you know, everything is in the night, right? Everything is in the night. We have to look towards the correct path, mysterious paths that are ahead of you, right? And when it comes to the moon card, I always speak about that lobster right there that has to let go of his shell and wander towards the light, okay? And this speaks about a time of uncertainty, you know, a deception, an illusion. It's like when nothing is what it seems. But it shows me as well that perhaps there's even a misunderstanding on your part, okay? Or there's somewhat a truth that you cannot admit to yourself. But as your tarot reader, I want you to listen to your intuition so that you can see beyond what is visible. And it is being followed here, the moon card, by the Lover's card. By the Lovers. You know, this card represents relationships, okay? And choices that you have to, you know, make within love, and that you have love and harmony in your life. So it's hard to make choices when you're in a relationship, but sometimes you have to make that other person understand what has been done wrong, what has been, you know, done right. You know what I mean? Okay, because even when a person does right, you should be speaking to that person and say, hey, you did a great job. Because I learned that in life, that it's hard to tell a person, hey, good job, but it's very easy to tell a person, you know, like the wrong thing, right? You know? Because this can be part of a meaningful relationship and missing out on your soulmate, okay? You know, if that person is already in your life, right? It's decisions upon your love life, you know, temptations of the heart. Just choices that need to be made, right, in your love life. That's what it speaks about, okay? The good thing is that Aquarius, it is being followed here by the 5 of Swords. And there's one thing that I always say, that there's a theory, okay, in the tarot, that these 3 people, right, these 3 people are the same person. And he's just looking back at himself, okay, dropping his sword, okay, and him having all the swords, right? Okay? Him taking all the swords, right? It's like learning from your past, okay? Learning from those words that were used in the past, okay? You know? It's like a time for demanding, okay? You know, it's like, it's a time that's letting you know it's time to either win or to lose conflicts, okay? Could be at your job. Maybe you're thinking of finding another job or anything like that, you know? Maybe you may need to take action, okay, upon what you're thinking of, but it may also lead you into another spiral, okay, another situation, something that you have to find common ground here, is what it is. Sometimes we think that the grass is greener on the other side, and it isn't. So for right now, I'm going to say, if that is the thing that you are looking for, I'm going to say just hold off a bit, okay? You should, make sure that everything that you are about to do, okay, you are communicating. You know what? Communicating is, right? Prosperity lies ahead because communication is the key. That's what the oracle was saying, right? There is, I keep on hearing a balance, okay, that has to be balanced. So let's say if you are about to move to another job or something like that because you already chose a job and then that one is not going well or something like that, then I want you to save as much as you can so that there's no rush, so that it doesn't mess up any plans with yourself, your spouse, or even if you are a single person, okay? Because there will be success if you do it the correct way, okay? Because it is being followed here by the King of Cups, okay? There is stability, okay? You are emotionally balanced, okay? All right? This is about wise, compassionate. This is about being wise, being compassionate, okay? Being calm, all right? You have to listen to yourself, okay? And listen to what's around you. Yeah. It's like find the balance between your emotions and intellect, okay? Have that self-awareness of yourself because you're going to definitely need it. All right? And hey, maybe there is a spiritual guide that can help you as well. Sometimes people are blessed to have this per se, like members of my family, right? That are, that always come to me for somewhat of guidance, okay, and wisdom. As I am a spiritual advisor in my family, so something like that, Yeah. But with that being said, Aquarius, let's go into your angel numbers now, okay? For your, to see what your angel has to tell you upon your angel numbers. Flip that over. I said something about harmony a minute ago, right? Just something I said, okay? Something. Then I mentioned harmony. Anyway, yes, I mentioned harmony in the Lover's card, right? I said, right? Harmony. Well, the angel speaks about balance, okay? Angel numbers 222. And she says, maintain harmony and balance in your life to manifest your desires. Okay? And let's go into your spiritual message to bring you comfort now here at the end of your reading. The Spirit would like to let you know to trust the wait. You are being prepared for your blessings. In order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things you are going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe. This is a fantastic reading, by the way. And when I say that, it's because my intuition speaks with the cards. I listen to what the other side is telling me. And it all falls into place for you, Aquarius. Okay? Prosperity, excuse me, lies ahead. All right? Communication is the key. Find the balance. All right? With that being said, Aquarius, if you have subscribed to my channel, then I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. But if you have not, then allow me to ask you to please subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any of your upcoming scheduled readings. And lastly, may you forever be blessed with great health, prosperity, and stability in your life so that the day of tomorrow, you can become a bit more spiritually influential. With that being said, I will see you on your next scheduled reading. Aquarius, take care.